to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 3rd play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets to start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Douglas. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. From the gun on 3rd down, Douglas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. 1st down, and they'll start with Algier. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Algier will try to pick it up. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
Let's get in that end zone.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson, down to about the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Boswell's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Douglas gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Douglas. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Jack Fox now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Algier. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First down. Here's Burrow. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Burrow on play action. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Algier now up the middle. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now Burrow. It's caught. Lockett. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boswell's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Houston set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on first down, Douglas. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Douglas. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Okay, ready? Let's get it, man.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Douglas. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Room here to run. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley, 56 yards. And the Oilers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. On that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, That's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. The Burrow's throw complete to Freiermuth. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Algier. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Keep running.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A first down carry for Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Operating from the gun. Douglas into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give to Algier from the shotgun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Boswell's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first quarter, you say it's one interception, you're still in the first half, and maybe do the same thing.
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On first down, Douglas. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Second and 12. Up the middle with Barkley. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. On third down, Douglas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second, here's Algier. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Burrow looking to pass. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On first and 10, Douglas. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Operating from the gun, Douglas. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yard.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Safe back at the 38. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit.
And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills,
yep.
And, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Back to throw. Douglas. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston set to take over. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. Agnew now to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
It's a game of 12 and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the Cowboys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
This complete to Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now it's Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Algier going straight ahead. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Burrow will throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll run here with Algier. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Algier again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Algier taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Looking to throw on second down. Douglas. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here we go. That's it, baby. That's it. Keep pushing the rock down the field.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Setting up the screen, here's Algier. 8 yards to go on second down. To the air again, Burrow. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action with Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now a handoff to Algier. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 59 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs. But the reality is, these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd down, Douglas. Throw left side going to be caught by Chenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down, Douglas. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Looking to throw on second down. Douglas. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Back to throw again. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On the draw, this is Barkley. And able to work his way down to the 16. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Douglas. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 66 yards on the ground for him so far. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Burrow on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On the give, it's Algier. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Put some points on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Douglas. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, Douglas. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.